So this is a peer revision for Emma Clay's. I'm going to read the essay first, and you can follow along as I read it. And then I'm going to probably pause for a few seconds, and then I'm going to try to give Emma a sense of the things that I would do in order to make improvements to the essay. Cold air hits my face as I lean across my car's center console and look in the mirror. I stare into my eyes and wonder, why am I here? Why did he invite me here today? I should be happy to be at my boyfriend's going away party, but instead I feel a gnawing sense of dread in my stomach. I wish that the uneasiness I feel was from being sad that my boyfriend will be crossing state lines to move into college in just 4 days. But I know that the feeling is because I am unsure that we will even be dating when he leaves. Why would he invite me here to be with all his family if he still planned on breaking up with me? I look back into the mirror and flash myself a smile, satisfied that it looks like I am perfectly happy, and get out of my car. I wander down the drive towards the brick one-story and hear commotion coming from the door leading into the kitchen. I let myself in, and I'm immediately greeted by warm hellos from people that have begun to feel like family. I return their greetings and look up to see my boyfriend coming to greet me. He's already changed from being a high school boy and into a college adult. His usually clean-shaven baby face now shows a shadow of a beard at his jawline, and his normally disheveled hair is now styled. He ropes me in for a hug. I can smell his signature scent of soap and American Eagle cologne, which provides me comfort. At least some things hadn't changed. Maybe that means we don't have to either. After greeting various people, I am led out to a set of sliding doors onto a weathered deck that overlooks a large backyard. I settle into a tall patio chair and survey the people around me. I'm surrounded by sets of grandparents, aunts and uncles, and cousins. My boyfriend takes the chair next to me and joins into a conversation with his grandpa about whether he is excited for college. The rest of his family leans forward attentively, eager for his response. He casually remarks that yeah, he's ready to leave. The attention then shifts to me as I am asked if I'm sad that he is leaving me. No, I won't miss him, I reply sarcastically. I don't want to be the sad little girlfriend whose heart is breaking because her boyfriend is going to college. All the grandparents laugh and nod at me, approving my positive remark. I turn to my boyfriend, but he is looking down at the ground, avoiding my glance. How awkward. I look away. At a break in the conversation, I turn to him and tell him about a funny moment from the night before when I was with my friends. I wait for him to laugh or smile or weigh in his opinion, but I don't get any of those reactions. I get a slight head nod, and then his attention shifts back to those around us. Okay then. I reach for my phone and instantly go to Snapchat and text my friends. Me. This is so awkward. He's barely talking to me and won't look at me. I'm talking more to people that I barely know than to him. Friend, if it doesn't get better, I think you should leave and come over and eat ice cream. I made a plan with my friends that if things didn't get better before dinner, I would say that I didn't feel good and would leave. I continued to sit on the deck waiting for my boyfriend to show any interest in my presence, but the only attention I received was inquiries of if I was hungry. The afternoon felt like it was going at a snail's pace. I had just about enough of the uncomfortable situation when right before dinner, my boyfriend's cousin arrived. My hopes for the evening raised when I saw him. This cousin always seemed to be alive with energy and could make any situation a good one. I hoped that he could change the tension and awkwardness I felt between myself and my boyfriend. The three of us ate dinner together and my worries began to fade. I leaned back into my chair and listened to them go back and forth about whether the Cubs or Cardinals will be better this season. Occasionally my opinion is asked for, but I find peace in being able to comfortably sit back and listen. After dinner, we make our way to the front of the house and start a bags tournament. I finally begin to have fun as I beat my boyfriend and his cousin throughout several games. My boyfriend and I finally begin to chat as he tries to mess up my game by telling me I can't get on the board. My stubborn pride makes me start nailing him straight into the hole. I look at him and smile. He smiles back. The tension and awkwardness I felt earlier melts away, and I can't help but wonder if I made it all up in my own head. We continue playing bags until the sun is set and you have to squint to see the boards. By then, most of the family had made their way to their cars and headed home. Only a few people still lingered around, but now, seeing how late it was, they make their final goodbyes and leave. The only people left are my boyfriend, his parents, and sister, and myself. My boyfriend asks if I want to go downstairs. Seeing this as an opportunity to finally ask what is going on with us, I take it. We head inside and down the stairs that lead to a spacious family room and sit on the suede couch. Do you want to watch something, or is there something else you want to do? He casually asks me. I hesitate. Actually, can we talk about something? I stop and take a deep breath, afraid to ask the question I've been thinking about all day. Are you 100% sure that you don't want to have a girlfriend when you go to college? Time seems to stop as I wait for his answer. My heart pounds like a drum in my chest. I'm terrified of what will happen if he says yes. I can only imagine that I will break apart right here on this very spot, sitting next to someone who I hope wants to be with me as much as I do. He looks into my eyes and calmly says yes. I look straight forward, waiting for the tears to begin or for my lips to form sentences that argue against him. I wait for all the things that they show in the movies, the moments of sobbing fits, angry words, begging pleas to stay. None of those things happen in that moment, though. I just sit and stare forward, accepting the reality of the moment. I won't lie and say that in the moments after I comprehended what had happened that I didn't cry. After he apologized for having me come to his party, which he didn't know what to do about, we talked about the many memories we had together and how we were both thankful for all of them. Although I didn't want my relationship to end, I realized that it may be an opportunity I need. Being single offers me a chance to become comfortable with being myself. I'm grateful for what I had, but I'm excited for what's to come. Okay, so first of all, I know that Emma was kind of hoping for funny. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is not funny. It's kind of slightly sad, and not in a boo-hoo, woe is me, I wish my boyfriend was nicer to me. Just in a very gentle, sweet, normal kind of like, man, that stinks. If that's the tone that you actually want, then you have achieved it. But if what you want is funny, you're going to have to go back. And to be quite honest, you're going to have to ramp up the awkwardness. And you would have to do it in a way that takes the boyfriend and makes him look more goofy. Right now, I think you have tried so hard to make it look like you're not mad at the ex-boyfriend that you end up treating the ex-boyfriend very gently and very sweetly and very calmly. That's fine if what you want to do is show that we are two grown-up individuals who have now moved on in a grown-up way. But if what you want is to practice what it's like to be a little bit more humorous, you gotta revamp this. And the comment that you gave me, Emma, was that you felt like it was flat. It feels flat to you because it's not humorous yet, if that's your intention. So how do you do that? And probably trying to teach somebody how to be funny is like the hardest thing you could do in writing, right? So I don't know, maybe you want to settle on a different goal. Maybe that's something that you want to think about for yourself. In order to create the humor, you've got to have those moments where inside, and ladies, you all know what we're talking about. There are moments where you're like, he did that. He did that. Oh, he did that. And then you want your audience to be like, eye roll, boyfriend. I'm inner eye rolling at you, boyfriend. Boyfriend. Right? So if that's what you need to rethink about the experience of that time frame. What you've done nicely is you've put it all in one day. And I think that's what this story needs. So time frame wise, you're fine. It might get a little tedious. How important is the cousin? Sure, not sure. You know what I mean? Because you like mention the cousin, you say that it relieves tension, but you're really telling me these things. So you have a lot of tell here and not a lot of, you have moments of show, like when you're in your car in the very beginning of it. But again, it's more of like a sad boosting yourself, trying to get yourself ready, than it is like you almost have to have a little bit of sarcastic bite if you're going to go into it. Not bad. You don't need to be. And you all know that I know who this person is. And if you don't know, I coach this person. I know this person. I know how you could do this person. I know. You could write a caricature, you know? You could do this. But you have to decide if you want to do that. Thoughts from the class. Is there anything specific that you wish, any part of the story that you wish you knew more details about? Hannah.
I feel like maybe like the end, like I know it was like a recent thing, but maybe like add a little more information about how like things are changing for you and stuff like that.
So just for the recording, one of the classmates said, go back to the end and have a little bit more self-reflection and a little bit more talk about what's going on now. Like how are you moving forward, that kind of thing. Anybody else? I noticed that sometimes you double your words. I think towards the end you had moments like 3 times in a row, like in a really close spot. So you're going to want to watch your doubled word choice. And also there's a little bit of verb tense shifting going on. You might want to, all of you, think about paying attention to verb tense shifts. You need to stay in past tense when you tell stories, but the moments when you go into present tense, I'm assuming your brain is going into present tense because when you're remembering it, you're like, oh, I was there. So when you see those moments where you've accidentally shifted, take that as a signal of maybe this is the place where I need to do more of whatever it is I'm trying to do. I need more funny here. I need more sad here. This is clearly a moment that is like taking me in and sort of like I'm reliving it. How can I make my audience relive it with me? So I would say less of the basic party details and more of the interactions, especially in a way that makes us just go, ah! I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. Sigh, right? Okay. Any other thoughts? It's a good start, but yeah, you're at a crossroads. You're going to have to make a decision about which way you want this paper to go.